if you are using AI to do all the coding stuff, or even most of the coding stuff, maybe it's Claude Code, GPT, or any other tool, this video is for you. So there is a big problem with all the vibe coders that you might have struggled. So the problem with the vibe coder is like you give them the task and they start coding directly without even thinking, and then you keep on fixing the bug. Yes, there are like lot of solutions out there. There's a different skills or something that you can give, so it can identify the bug very quickly. But in this video, I'll tell you so you can take care of this thing from the start, and your AI would first think and then do the coding instead of directly jumping to the code. That's how actually engineers work. So let's start with this. So what 90% of the vibe coders do is they start the prompt with their tool, whatever the tool they are using, and then the AI would start writing the code with the hope whatever they have prompted, it would work. And if it doesn't work, they'll start debugging, and that would take a hell lot of time. So what is the easiest solution would be, let's do how actually companies work or any team of engineers would work. They'll first make what are the specifications they need, then they'll plan it and they divide it into the different tasks, and then the code would start. So there is a full plan before moving to the coding rather than just prompting and coding. You can do this manually, but there is an efficient way of doing this, so you don't have to prompt again and again. So there is this tool which is by GitHub, which is from the SpecKit. And once you install that, you can integrate with any other tool that you are using, maybe the Claude Code, Codex, or any other tool. And once you have it, it supports lot of commands and lot of flags that you can help. So like there is some non-negotiable rules that you can define. Then you can explain what you want, why you want, and let it interrogate the gaps automatically. It would also prepare which tools and tag would be best for that. So basically, if I am creating any software or any tool like URL shortener, so it will decide which framework, which database, and what would be the constraint. It would divide everything into the different tasks. And then there is this option that you can also analyze that before they build. And I highly recommend to do that. And once that's done, it would finally implement and write the code. So that's how actually engineers work. So this is basically like how you provide the superpower to your Claude. So instead of directly moving to the code, you're asking the Claude to first think, make a full plan like how engineering team or any company would do that for you. So using it is pretty straightforward. So once you have installed using the GitHub, what you can do is you can start your project. You can go into your folder and you can just in your terminal write specify in it. And once you enter, you just need to dot so that you're just, and then you can connect with any of the tool that you want. Anti-gravity, Claude, and it literally supports like every single thing. That's pretty interesting. And then I'm using Claude for most of my case. So I'll just connect with the Claude, and then it would ask like PowerShell or Bash. If you're on Windows, you can use PowerShell, but I prefer to use Shell. So I'll just use this, what I use. And then you can see on the left side that it would create .specify and .Claude. But the interesting thing would be you are already in the project, then it sets everything up for you. So you can specify the constitution. You can specify what is your baseline specification. You can create implementation plan. Like literally you can do every single thing, and it's already integrated with the Claude. So the specify would make sure whatever you are doing, like whatever the Claude is doing on behalf of you, everything is according to your expectations. So I'll start using it. So for using it, what you can do is just go to your whatever the coding tool you are using and just try SpecKit. And I want to first write the constitution. So yep, and once you write that, you can write what you actually need. So what I need is like I need to create URL shortener with analytics, and now everything would be taken care of after this. And highly recommend you to use the other SpecKit as well, not only constitution. So let's give it a try. And as soon as we start, as we can see that it would start examining, and there is no YAML or anything, so it would look into it. But basically on the left side in the Claude, in the skills, you can see there is like lot of skills already installed automatically there. So give it a try. So once it starts running, you can see that it already defines what would be the project, like how it's done in the actual world. So there is a constitution.md file, and it wrote every single thing what it needed, and basically it added a lot of things into the plan template, task template, spec, and checklist. And you see like all the predefined template, like a placeholder, was replaced by actual things that what we actually want. And the pretty interesting thing is like it also taken care of the speed and other aspects that we have not mentioned, but be precise in what you want. And it's already added like security and abuse prevention and every single thing. So everything is done, and now you can start coding as you want. And if you want to check more, you can go to skill folder and you can actually see what has been edited and what's not. And that gives a good clear indication to your AI what to do and what to not. So that's one of the best tool I have found. So if you attach this tool with your vibe coding agent, you will get definitely the better results.